when you like want to look something up.
You know, I think the sanctions are, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
It depends, because when you think about AI, like, how is it getting this information? How does it know about Pokemon? It's reading all the texts, it's looking it up, and then reading all the texts about it.
Just let everyone use it once, and then if they use it wrongly, then just take it away.
I don't want our doctors to like have written their essays from AI.
Yeah.
If it becomes too smart, it might like start spying on people.
Yeah, I'm thinking about AI. All that is about how like crows are very, very smart, and raccoons also. Raccoons, I have a huge problem with raccoons in my backyard. Every time when I put the trash in the trash can, they just come over it and just leave it all over the place.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Aaron again with American Interviews. Today we're out here at the Arcata Plaza for the kinetic sculpture race to ask the question, what are your thoughts on artificial intelligence? We're gonna find out. So today we're asking the question, what are your thoughts on artificial intelligence?
Well, it can be really useful when you like want to look something up or like just do stuff online or like play stuff with your friends online. And
I think that AI is the new wave. There's definitely a lot going on, and you know, it's exciting to see all the progress that's being made and what really the future is going to look like with this new integration of this incredible technology that I think could also come as a detriment to society, but it could also be a massive tool that we could use to our advantage.
Right.
I like AI. I think it's cool. I think it's fun to have robots. I think robots are cool. That's my opinion on it. I mean,
Yeah, it could be cool in sometimes, but it can also be used in a negative way.
it could also be, it could be used in a bad manner to do things that shouldn't be done.
Right, all technology has a dual use case, right? For good and bad, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It just depends on whose hands it's in, right?
It depends on who uses it.
Yeah.
My thoughts on AI is about animals today. I'm thinking of artificial and I'm thinking about AI. All that is about how like crows are very, very smart, and raccoons also. Raccoons, I have a huge problem with raccoons in my backyard. Every time when I put the trash in the trash can, they just come over it and just leave it all over the place.
People call them trash pandas.
Yes, they do. I also have trouble with bobcats, which are super smart. I tried to set a trap for them, but then they noticed and they absolutely destroyed the trap. So that did not work out for me. Also, I was in my backyard. I tried to scare away this crow, but it kept on flying at me, so it kept shooting away like that. I kept going like that, but it wouldn't listen, so it just kept coming at me. So that's my thought of artificial and intelligence.
I think we should all use it to today's standards until we figure out what it is, and if not, then we should use it as we can, because it's going to be harder to use later on because everybody else is using it. And my other opinion is that we all shouldn't use it for images, for like president-wise, because they can make them say stuff that they couldn't say usually or whatever,
Like deep fake type stuff?
They can't fake stuff on the internet as they should, because it should be illegal. And if it's not illegal, it shouldn't be like allowed.
Right.
I think that some will take over jobs, so less people have jobs and more people are homeless. So a lot more people will start dying.
Yeah.
Of starvation because the jobs are gone.
There is an argument against that maybe AI could create a surplus for our country with money and alleviating these types of jobs that people don't want to do, like farming and hard labor, and it will free them up to do things that they would want to do, like a creative endeavor rather. Maybe like a Renaissance period would happen. What do you think about that? Do you think that those people may be wrong?
Those people are wrong sometimes because some people like to do hard work, like farming, because if they grew up in a farm and then some AI just took over, they would feel like their activity is taken away, their hobby.
Right. Like the only thing they know how to do, basically.
Yeah. And they wouldn't getting paid, so they would have to find a new good thing they're good at.
When I think of artificial intelligence, I mainly think of ChatGPT. It's more like, I think of AI as like you type in something and it responds to you.
Right. Yeah. It requires human input, right?
Yeah. It requires, you can just type in, create this, create that, find this, find that, and it just pops up.
Do you use AI a lot?
ChatGPT, yes. Yeah.
I think it has some cool uses, but I think it's kind of scary, especially deepfakes of government officials, that kind of stuff can get kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't think it has a place in government or anything like that. Is that really what you're asking, or
just general thoughts? I'll ask follow-ups depending on what you bring up.
I don't know. I'm an artist, so not like an art painter or anything. I'm a musician, so seeing some of the music that it makes and stuff kind of scary because it just takes already existing music and kind of throws a spin on it, which that sucks. Someone made that music.
Yeah, right. What have you used it for?
Mostly looking stuff up.
What kind of stuff do you look up with it? Answers for games or something?
No, I've never really looked that up. Sometimes I have to look up stuff for school, so I've done that. Songs once, I did a lyric analysis and science fair.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but sometimes if people try to design it too smart, that might kind of get out of control because I don't really know how to explain it. It's just really,
I asked it to create different types of Pokemon, and it's actually really good at that.
That's cool.
Because it takes different types of things from different cultures and combine it with Pokemon.
That's pretty cool. I've never even thought about using it like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do you make up powers for your invented Pokemon and stuff like that?
Well, it does. It does. It takes something and combines it with something else.
Nice.
It's more yeah.
What's your favorite Pokemon you've created?
It's pronounced Correlath. It's a water-type Pokemon that combines Coral and an Axolotl.
Do you think that AI should stay as an open source technology, or do you think that it should be privatized and only used by a select few?
I think it should use for everybody, mainly because it's America. Everybody has a right to use it, and if not one person uses it, then I think everybody should use it. Honestly, that's my honest opinion.
What about you?
I think only a certain few people, because if someone gets hold of a body, they could train it to attack other people. So bad.
So you're worried about hacking into people's nervous systems if they're attached to some sort of Neuralink device.
So that's why it should be only a few people.
Not exactly. I mean, it can be used for very bad things. AI can be used for very bad things, and I think that those people should not be allowed to go near AI in any way.
How do you know who the malevolent people would be? How do you keep it out of the malevolent people's hands? You only let a select few people have it?
No, I don't know how. I mean, I just see how people use it, and if they use it wrong, just don't let them use it again. Yeah. Don't let them use it. Yeah, just let everyone use it once, and then if they use it wrongly, then just take it away.
Yeah, I don't want our doctors to have written their essays from AI.
Yeah.
Who would have the power to take AI away?
That's a good question. I would not happen to know.
Because if you give the power of AI, giving someone the power to give and take away the power of AI, they will misuse that power themselves.
It's whoever created the AI should probably take it away from them so they can't use that specific AI. Because like if they use something else right, but like a different one wrong, that should be taken away, but the other one's okay.
I say like people in the government, so like people in the public can't just like force someone to do something. Like if someone doesn't have it and then someone has it, they could just like force them to do something.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
What do you think about the phrase absolute power corrupts absolutely? So if only a few people have the power to give and take away the technology of AI, don't you think they will become corrupt themselves?
I guess so, but I'm not really sure.
The Chinese are using things like facial recognition to suppress the Uyghur culture. They're using it to imprison them and have them be slaves and identify them in compromising situations. Do you think that that is proper use of AI?
Definitely not. Yeah, I don't agree with what they're doing with AI over there. And I don't think that even like all of what's being done with AI over here is, generally what's right for society. I think that it's easy for these big companies to do what's right for their executives and founders' pocket and checkbooks and their investors, like own financial gain and benefit rather than what's actually good for society and humanity. So I think that the companies that are big will continue to do that, but it's about having a voice and speaking out against that like you are and trying to raise awareness of what's actually going on and, doing what's right for humanity.
That's not okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely not okay. They should not have the right to do that in any way. That needs to be taken away from them, period, until they learn what's right and what they should do with it.
Yeah, I feel like they gotta put like some sort of system where it can like detect if you're trying to do something bad with AI.
Yeah, that should definitely be made. Because if someone just uses it wrongly and no one does something about it, they're going to keep doing it and it's going to become a big problem.
The U.S. has started putting sanctions on certain manufacturers of chips and stuff like that towards China and our adversaries like Iran and Russia. Would you agree with putting sanctions on these types of countries to prevent them from using the latest technology on AI?
I think the sanctions are, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your
Okay.
side. Yeah, great.
Well, we're real happy with
But, I think the sanctions are something that's can be necessary, especially if like Russia and China, we want to progress what we're doing as our own country. And obviously, the goal is to do that, as best we can. And if we have to sanction countries that we're not agreeing with or not aligning with, then, that may be the necessary steps that we have to take. I think that we're kind of like the worst at pointing the finger at other countries and talking bad about them when we're doing our own horrible stuff, as well. So I think it would be good for everyone to clean up the act, but it's hard. It's something,
What do you think the implications of AI and human integration will be? Do you think it'll make us smarter or dumber?
I feel like it'll make us smarter and stupid or not stupid, that's not the word I should use. It make us like less smart because it will take over like the things we use today, like a calculator. Like usually we use our like mind and like actually count it, but then we have calculators and now we just use a whole bunch of calculators. It's not gonna make us smarter. It's just we're gonna use a tool that we necessarily don't need, but we use it because it's easier. And also about like other things, like they can't be smarter like using boxing, like for boxing, like wrestling. I mean, I guess you can, but not like necessarily.
Dumber.
Probably dumber because they won't learn how to like they won't learn how to like use they won't learn how to do math on paper. So like in the future, they won't know if you have to be tested like that, they won't know how to do it. They won't know like how to like do that.
Yeah,
And like the math games we have today, like on your iPad, they're good, but like there's some specific things they don't teach you that you need to know. Like there's some really important things that you can't be taught on an iPad.
I know tons of people are writing like essays and applications to like be a doctor or a surgeon. That would be terrible to be having a surgeon perform on you if they used AI to get their degree.
I would not like someone probing me with a robot knife. I would prefer someone with their own hands doing surgery on me normally than have a robot do it. I'd rather a professional do it. Yeah.
It's kind of scary that like all AI, it's like smarter than us humans though.
Exactly. Like they gave all the knowledge in the world to like one robot. That thing could destroy us all. That would be terrible.
I personally think it's a bad idea. Just because that much information in like one mind is like, I feel like it's kind of too powerful.
Yeah, AI is cool. AI is fun, but it's just there's a lot of bad things that could be done. And I just don't think. I think it should be limited. I think it should be a little more limited.
Right. I appreciate your guys' opinions. Thank you for stopping to talk to me.
Yep.
Have a good day.
On YouTube, I saw you.
Probably, yeah. Appreciate it. Have a good day. So today we're asking the question, what are your thoughts on artificial intelligence?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what artificial intelligence? Yeah, AI.
Okay. It's weird.
It's weird? What makes you say that it's weird?
Just whenever I'm playing Fortnite, the AI is just weird.
Oh my fucking god, he's literally hitting the fucking gritty.